What is up there, ladies and gentlemen? Thanks for checking out Shinsen88 Gaming. I figured I would throw you one heck of a curveball this time with the video upload. If you've been with the channel for a long time, and I really mean a long time, like way back when I started this channel years ago, I used to upload videos of Mugen characters. If you don't know what Mugen is, it's a freeware 2D fighting game engine that essentially allows you to create custom characters and battle them against each other. So, Street Fighter versus Godzilla versus Melty Blood versus Marvel versus Capcom, that kind of thing. And I did a bunch of these videos, or not a bunch, but quite a few. And I was having a little bit of writer's block, or I guess uploader's block, in terms of what I should upload this week, so I decided, why not? Let's hop in and look at a Mugen character. Why the heck not? Before we get too far into it, I've had people ask in the past for me to upload my entire roster. I'm actually thinking I might do that this time. It's big, like gigabytes big, but it's been so long since I messed with any of these Mugen files that I don't even know if a lot of these characters are even available for download anymore. That said, the character we are looking at today is Hinata Wakaba from Rival Schools, one of my absolute favorite game series, and one that I have a video pending on, because Project Justice is going to be available in one of those soon-to-release Capcom collections, which is actually pretty exciting. But anyways, this character is actually based on a few sprites that were in Capcom vs. SNK 2, if you played as Kyosuke, who is another Rival Schools character. She appeared on a team-up attack, and so a fella by the name of Fervicante, or Fervicante, I suppose, created this character all the way back in like 2009 or 2010, best that I could find. Pretty cool, basing an entire character just off a few sprites, so the majority of this stuff is custom made, I suppose. Character plays fairly similarly to how she does in the original Rival Schools, from United by Fate, I guess it's called. She's not a particularly good character, as we'll see. In fact, one of her biggest weaknesses is also one of her biggest weaknesses in Rival Schools, that being her lack of reach. And I have a little bit of trouble in some of these matches. Yeah, it's post-commentated, sorry. That said, I was quite thrilled that Godzilla was like the first guy that we came up against here. Pretty good. Before we get too far into the video, I have had questions on previous Mugen videos that I've done, again, way back in the day, to just like upload my entire character roster. The special is peak, by the way. Taken straight from the original game. Anyways. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to do that. So I'll have a link either on the blog or in the description. It's going to be a big file, but it's been so long since I messed with any of these. I mean, I haven't booted up Mugen in literally years. So probably a lot of these characters are not even available anymore, and it's going to be offered basically as is. I have no idea how to work it in terms of editing the characters or fixing them if they're broken. It's there to download, and I have no ability to offer tech support on it, so hopefully you'll enjoy that if you're interested. That said, I did find a download link for this particular character on mugenarchive.com, so I'll post that if you've already got your Mugen set up but are just interested in this one character. Now, in terms of how to use Hinata, I'm no fighting game expert, although I do like fighting games. I discovered a few strategies that tend to work pretty well with her. You can use her little hurricane kick, whatever her version of the Tatsumaki is. The light version does just a spin, while the heavy version does a fire version, again, just like in the actual game. You can use that as an entry move and kind of mix up with it if you time it right. Her best move is actually the one that I just showed, where she kicks her shoes off. It's basically a no-risk, unless you're against very specific characters. Does okay damage, and the AI does not seem to know what to do against it. So, that one was quite useful throughout this, but I didn't want to just cheese everybody with it. Although, it certainly would have been a possibility. Oh boy, is that a JoJo reference? I think it might be. In addition to that, her quarter circle forward light punch, which is the little sunflower thing, seems to be pretty good for wake up. It seems relatively safe, and it does some chip damage even if they block it, so not too bad. Her anti-airs come out pretty fast, but they do leave her open, just like a lot of Dragon Punches would, so don't rely on that too much. She does have a throw if you get them in the corner. And otherwise, she has several different specials. most of them, or hypers, I guess you would call them, most of them are just powered versions of her basic attacks, kind of like in the base game. But she has 3 specials that are actually based on the team-up attacks from Project Justice, which is pretty cool. So we saw the one for Ron, which is the photographer, reporter girl. One of my favorites from Project Justice. And then there's also one for Batsu, which we'll see a little later in the video. All in all, pretty cool. Assortment of moves. None of them, like, ridiculously powerful. You'll see even just her base damage is not super good. So I wouldn't call her a top-tier character by any means, but again, the cool part is just that she exists at all. I remember back in the day hunting through lots of Mugen forums and character repositories to find interesting characters, and I guess I would say she was certainly one of them. Oh yeah, she also has the charge that she can use to replenish her special, which is pretty nice. Of course, a lot of characters don't know what to do with that in terms of their AI, so it can be kind of useful. Also, although it does not combo, you can actually do her Tatsumaki into her Dragon Punch as if you were Akuma. Not that it's particularly useful, but it does look cool, I suppose. Oh, by the way, worth noting, the music that's playing in the background was added in post. I don't actually have any music programmed into my Mugen, so I just took a song from one of the Project Justice stages. It seemed appropriate. This character is from Akatsuki BK, I think? That was like some Dojin game. I don't know if that's even on Steam. It might be, but I have not played a great deal of it. I remember definitely getting characters from games that I'm not used to playing. Now, I remember there were a few interesting characters in that game, but again, I never learned how to actually play it, so... did mention, by the way, a Project Justice video is pending. I actually have some B-roll recorded for it, and it's just going to be a here's why you should care about this game, or at least a here's why I care about this game. Because I love Project Justice a lot, and put tons of hours into it as a youngin' on my trusty Dreamcast. So assuming that when this fighting collection from Capcom comes out, that they actually get the, like, emulation right, because I know they've had issues with that in the past. There's the Batsu one. Pretty cool. Yeah, assuming that they're actually able to do that, it'll definitely be worth picking up. Unless you want to just play it on emulator, which is totally possible and even easy. And look at this! I didn't even remember I had this guy. Kuro is also from Project Justice. This guy appears to be a completely custom character, because he's not based on any 2D character. Although I think I see some King of Fighters sprites in there. And maybe a few others. Again, no idea where I got that character. Search on Mugen Archive, or I guess download my my large file of every character I own. When in doubt, spam the shoes. By the way, one thing I always did find kind of weird is I get, like, being able to do the shoe attack multiple times. But why can she do it 3 times in succession? Like, she has a third shoe hidden somewhere? It would make more sense if it was like 1, 2, and then when you land you can do it again. But what do I know? It makes it a lot more useful, so, there's that. I also do find this character pretty funny in that the voice samples are, like, super low quality, and it makes it really funny. It's like lo-fi audio. But then again, I mean, they're working off probably just recording directly from the original game, so it's probably not too much to work with there. Now, I will say Mr. Kuro does not appear to be a super strong character. But I'm still happy he exists. Alright, we're going to finish up with our 5th match here. This is going to be just a relatively quick video, kind of showing off what this character can do, and introducing you to Mugen if you've never seen it before. No idea that I was going to be recording this today when I got up this morning, but I thought, why not? If you are interested in checking out some more Mugen videos from my channel, The majority of them are not commentated. Maybe one or two other ones are. I do have a playlist on the channel that has all my Mugen videos. Each of those features a link to the character in question, so worth checking out, I suppose. I actually have one for Kyosuke from Project Justice, although he was ported from Capcom vs. SNK 2, in which I was super thrilled when he was included in that game originally. So, yeah. We're going to beat up Mr. Bad Guy here. Yeah. Yeah, that's about all she wrote on this one. Kind of off the cuff, weird upload, but if you are interested in seeing more character showcases, I mean, I suppose you could leave a comment and maybe I would do them. I do have a video somewhere back on the channel. Again, it'll be in my Mugen playlist where I show off every character that I had at that time. So take a look and yeah, maybe I'll do more if you're interested. But other than that, I think that's about all she wrote for this one. So I want to thank you very much for watching, if you made it this far. Check out the characters, and yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Until then, take care. God bless. Congratulations.